This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so we are going to talk tonight about conference and just I'm going to go through and share some notes of what I got. I think we heard a lot of like takeaways and stuff on the last Zoom. If you were on there, if you weren't on there, find the recording for Steph and Joel, or we'll get it shared out to you guys. But I'm going to let Ashlyn share first, and then I'll go second. And she's going to give you a few notes and her ahas from conference.
Okay, so I took some notes earlier and I printed them off, and my printer is a little out of ink, so I had to write over them to see what I was gonna say. Okay, so this was my 5th conference, I'm pretty sure. We had a couple of them virtually, so it's hard to kind of remember the in-betweens, but I've been to a lot of them. You guys have been in this business for 7 years, so I'm ancient with this company, but it has been incredible. And I'm sure that a lot of things will be repeated that were said on the last Zoom, because I think everybody kind of felt this way, but this is the first time in a really, really long time that I've actually felt like part of a family, and like our company is truly one, and they want to include us in everything. They want us, to be around them and to grow and learn together. And that has just been truly incredible. It's been an incredible experience for sure. And we were talking about it when we were there, and they were saying, I think Becca had mentioned how like corporate and our corporate staff wasn't out and about at our conferences before, and now they are, and they're willing to lock arms with us and, ask us questions, get to know us, and meet us as a person and not just, another distributor in the company. And I really, really liked that. And I felt, valued to them, and that was really exciting for me. So that's one of my biggest ahas, is just like the family part of it and feeling part of something again. So the next thing is that John becoming CEO. What's happening? Becca, you're like turning green and stuff, and like your thing's flashing on the side. I don't know. Whoa, you might need to turn your camera off and back on. I don't know if that was doing that for everybody else, but she was like blinking, and I don't know, it was really weird. But anyways, so John as our CEO, I really love, because if you guys don't know him, he's been in the business a really long time with his wife, Sherry Lynn Alcala, and she's a double ambassador. So she knows the ropes with this business. And what I love about them is that they were ministers before, him and his brother, Joey Alcala, and they put God back into this business, and they lead with him first. And I really love that about the company. And it's something that kind of faded out over the years as, Mark kind of took a step back and wasn't as active after his health issues and things. And we got a different CEO, which you guys already knew was Doug, and stuff like that in between. And it just felt like that part of it had kind of faded away. And John really brought that back at conference. And I love that he values the same thing. He has the same values as Mark and their family, that they just want, everybody to succeed. They want to make sure that God is at the forefront of our business. And I love that about the company. I love that we start every conference off with a worship session, and people lined up at the front of the center and prayed for people, and just really, cared about our lives. And that was a huge takeaway for me, is that I knew I was in the right spot and where I'm supposed to be, because I love being able to serve people with this business and do what God had in mind for me. And I really think that he led me here for a reason. You guys probably don't know this a lot about my story, but I was not very religious before I started this business. I didn't per se not believe, but I was not close with God. I had kind of like a anger with him for many, many years from things from my childhood. And so I didn't really pursue him in my later on life. I didn't go to church after I was like 13 or 14. And I just didn't really, I didn't read the Bible. I didn't listen to like church music or Christian music, whatever you want to call it. And so I really think that he placed this business in my life to guide me back to him, because that's truly all it's done. And it almost makes me want to cry, but it's been crazy, because now I start my day with him and I end my day with him, and I just love it. And Diana, she is like an angel in my life, and she constantly pours him into me and makes me feel like I can learn more and not be shy to ask questions about the Lord. And that's something that I really, really cherish with her and this business. And it's just crazy that, that's where this has led me. And he has a purpose in our process. That's something that John really preached the whole time up there during his speech. I don't know if you guys have watched that, but if you haven't, you need to, because it had me in tears like the whole entire time. But like I said, you guys, the heart of the company and leading with God is really, truly what I cherish the most about this. Okay, so I'm going to try to move through this because I know that we're on a little time frame, but so another thing is the goals that I set with this business, and how I really caught the vision again. I had a lot of life happen over the past 2 years, and I kind of wasn't as active as I could have been in my business. And that is something that really came back to me, and a fire in my belly to get going and go towards these bonuses. I'm sure you all have seen that they're huge. We can all earn them if you really want them. You just have to get your mind right, get your vision straight, and where you want to go and what your goals are. And that's something that conference brought back for me, was my fire in my belly to actually go after what I can get, what's on the table for us. And like you probably heard on the last Zoom, I felt like I was a one-hit wonder, and like I made it to, double, and I could never make it back, or that my time was already gone with this, or my time was up. And because I've been in this for 7 years, and I'm like, why am I not an ambassador? But it's not that I didn't push harder, that I didn't want it. It was that I had life happen that set me back, and I truly didn't believe that I could do it. And honestly, until you flip that switch in your mind that you believe you can make it happen, that's when it will happen, is when you actually truly tell yourself that you can do it and push for it. And no matter how long you've been in, whether it's been a month, a year, 10 years, whatever, you guys can do it. And there is no time limit on your success. It's just whenever you're willing to step up and take the action for it. So that's something that I really took away from this year too, or this conference too, was that my time isn't up. Like it's here, it's now. And like everything before was just, in my process, and now has been leading me to this moment to where I'm able to be ready and grow and, reach all these bonuses. So I'm excited for that. But the next thing was, I loved how our company was open to ideas and like learning from us. That was incredible. They were like asking us, I want your feedback, like message us on, the support or whatever, and tell us what your feedback is like for the app and all these new things. And they actually wanted to learn from us instead of keeping it like just a corporate board thing where they make all the decisions, and it might be right, it might be wrong, without being in the field and building, you truly can't tell what you actually need. That's something that I love about John and Sherry also, is that they built a huge team in the field. So we're getting the best tips that we could ever get, because they've already, went through all the obstacles and everything. But I love that they're willing to open it up for everybody to share their ideas and put it into one and make it effective for everybody. So the next thing was all the new tools that they're coming out with. It's so incredible. The app, all these new products, you guys, everything keeps evolving to make sure that we can see success with our business. And that's incredible to have a company that actually cares about your lives, and whether you succeed or not is something incredible to be a part of. So I love that. And the other thing is content. I love that we get to do so much content on these trips. I took my selfie stick. I know that a couple other girls had their selfie stick with them, and we would just go out and take so many pictures. I have a huge, I'm on the airplane home. Becca showed me her album. She had like 450 something pictures in her content album. And that's incredible. Like literally she could post every day for a year plus and have content, you guys. So getting around all the people and having content, that was incredible. Anytime you guys are out, you need to take pictures. You need to get around more people and get to these events if you can. There will be events hosted throughout the year. Conference isn't going to be the last one. And this just solidifies why you should be there and, you know, push you to actually get out and go to these events because yeah, 17 TikToks. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We were like taking pictures on the beach and making TikToks and all kinds of stuff. People were around and looking at us and like, what are they doing? Like everybody's in their swimsuits and we're like all dressed up for pictures. So it was kind of weird. And like people were having to walk around us because we were like right there on the water. So we were right where people were walking through and we just didn't care, you guys. We were having fun. We knew what we were there for. Like we were there for an incredible life-changing moment. And we were eager to take pictures with each other. So it's so exciting to be able to be around so many people. The relationships that I built through the Airbnb with people that stayed with us. There was a girl from Iowa, 2 people from California, me and Becca from Arkansas, and 2 people from Texas. And they were incredible. The relationships are irreplaceable, priceless. You know, the people that you meet through this that are like-minded and have goals like you is just incredible and are willing to lift you up and cheer you on through your journey. And you learn so many tips. You know, we went over like our goals, our schedules, our follow-ups, like all the tips and tools that we could ever need, and people to ask for, you know, help when you're in a valley. So I really loved that about conference also, but it's just incredible over the years that I've been going. It gets better and better every time, but I really loved the intimacy with this one, how small it was and how we were sitting in the hotel and Mark Pentecost come in and Becca's like, hey, can I take a selfie with you? And he's like, get it fast, you know, just little things like that. Like you actually were like, they weren't untouchable, you know, like our corporate was here for us and wanting us to meet them and know their heart. And I think that's what they really poured out this year and got across to everybody. So I think that I was only supposed to do 15 minutes because I think, right, we're okay. So I'm good. I'm on time. And I just tell you guys, it's incredible. And if next year for conference, you can't miss it because you'll be sad because it's incredible. So anyways.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I don't know what happened to my video. I had to stop it and turn my phone on. So this is going to be kind of weird if I'm like leaning in. It's because my notes are on my phone. And now my video's on my phone because I don't know what's going on with my computer. I hope I didn't break it while flying or something. I don't know. That's what I think happened. I think my camera's messed up. But okay, anyways, you guys, conference was so stinking good. Like I have been to, I think this was my 4th one. I'm the same as Ashlyn. I can't keep up. We done some virtual, we done some in person. I don't really know, but I've been to a lot of conferences too. And never have I ever, next month it will be 6 years in the business for me. And I have never, ever felt so included. I've never felt so loved on. And it honestly makes me emotional thinking about it. I've been in for 6 years, you guys. And never have I ever met as many people up at the top that truly cared about me and where I was going. People that know how many kids that I have, like small details of my life they were asking about. And I was just so shocked that they knew that. Like, how do you know me, little old me from Arkansas? You know that I have 3 kids and you're at the top and you have all these people under you. The fact that that's something that Stephanie Dunn, #1 income earner, asked about was my family and kids. Whenever I went up and talked to her, I was like shook. I was shook. I've never gotten to be in the presence of Mark. And I know this sounds crazy because I'm putting these people on a pedestal, but it's really something when you can get around minds that are just, they're great minds. They're people that call you higher. They're people that elevate you. They're people that truly care about you and your future and where you're going. And it's just, it was so good. And I've used to, when we went to conferences, these people would be going through the back door. Diana knows this too, because she was there. Like, they'd go through the back doors and stuff, and you weren't around the CEO. You weren't around their daughters. Y'all, the CEO's daughter prayed over me and my family. And I think that was the most special thing about conference, is that they were out there on the floor as, you know, people were coming up, grabbing them, holding their hands, listening to the things that were going on in their lives, and just praying over them and whatever their struggles were in that very moment. And it's never been a better conference ever. I've never felt more like it works as one. We are one family. And it just truly, this conference solidified that I'm in the right place. This is God give this business to me for a reason, and there's nowhere else I would rather be. And so we're in good hands. I couldn't think of a better person to be taking over It Works than John Alcala. You guys, his speech, his heart, listening to him and talking with Sherry Lynn in person, there's nobody better to run this company than them. What they embody and what they represent aligns with my values and who I want to be seen as a person. And so it's so stinking good. So I just wanted to start off with that and just assure you guys there's nothing better out there. When it comes to companies, we have the best company out there, hands down. So anyways, conference was huge. That was my biggest takeaway, was just the feeling of family and knowing that we are going up, you guys, and we have been taken in by Stephanie and Joel. Those of you that don't know, Stephanie and Joel, number one income earners, have taken our team under their wing. And so we're on their team page now. If you're not on Never Done team page, get on there. If you're struggling or you have questions and you don't feel like you can reach out to me, or maybe you've asked me and I've answered, but it's not in a way that you understand, or you're still struggling, reach out to Stephanie. She does not care to help you, and that's what she's there for. So I just want y'all to know that y'all do have other leadership that you can reach out to, and she would be happy to help you guys and connect with you guys also. So y'all can have that too. It's not just for me. It's not just for Ashlyn. That is a tool, and that is somebody that's there for you guys as well. And I want that for y'all. So anyways, I'm going to read over some notes from conference real quick. I'm going to try to go over just my key things. The first thing is, you guys, I want y'all to be bold and fearless this year. That was like huge for me. I was so stinking scared, but conference was just like, these people are going to know my name. Like, we're going triple diamond. They will know who Rebecca Williams is. And next year I will be in VIP seating and my team will be here with me. And so I want you guys to do the same. I want you guys to be bold and be fearless this year. Reach out when you have questions. Make your name known. Get out there. I want people to know who the hell the Diamond Tribe is. The Diamond Tribe. I want them to know who we are when we show up to conference, when we show up to events, or when we hop on Zoom. So you guys, go be bold. And then think about, who are you chasing? Who do you relate to? And go follow some leaders so that you can get some tips on posting and ways to be bold and ways to get your name out there and get the content made and all of that. So if you are struggling with finding things like that and coming out of your bubble a little bit, go follow some top leaders. And I can share a list, if you don't have it, of updated leaders for you guys to follow, but go find somebody and follow them. Follow them to the top. If you're not grabbing my hand, grab somebody else's hand and follow them to the top. Do what they're doing. Because all of those ladies are bold. They're all fearless. They're all doing the things that they need to be doing. They're all posting. They're doing the TikToks. They're doing the host posts. They're doing the things. And so they're good people for you to follow. And then dream of beyond billions, you guys. I wrote that down because that's so hard sometimes. But they announced those bonuses. And I was like, wow, we could make so much money for our families right now. So much money. I was looking, and if I could get for my family a double promotion, which is triple, that's $108,000. Then we've got girls that can go diamond. That's is it $20,000 for diamond? I think so. $20,000. And for most of you, that's a double promotion for you too. So you guys, dream freaking big. I don't know about y'all, but I couldn't wrap my head around opening a $20,000 check. I couldn't even wrap my head around opening a $108,000 check, but you guys dream big and chase it. I don't know. I'm very red So you talk money to me and I'm like, I'm going to go get it because my family needs it. And if I fall short and I only get 10,000 of that 108, then that's 10,000 I didn't have before. But I'm going to go run for it and get it. And I want you guys to do the same. Don't count yourself out. Please don't count yourself out. Even if you just grab $1,000 emerald bonus, who cares? It's $1,000 emerald bonus that comes with a $900 a month pay raise. So go big and shoot for it. If you aren't doing the things, you've got to get consistent, sister. You've got to get consistent. You've got to figure out what your dream is, and you've got to put that number down and figure out what it is that you're shooting for. Go for it. And if you fall short, it's okay, because you're a lot closer to your destination than you was before you ever even started trying. And you're going to get some type of incentive because there's bonuses for everything right now. There's bonuses for ruby, there's bonuses for emerald, diamond, double, triple, etc. And so you will get some type of incentive for it. But you guys, I'm encouraging every single person on this team to shoot for diamond. Go for that $20,000 bonus. Even if it seems unobtainable, even if you're like, I don't know, I've enrolled team and they're not working, who cares? You be the worker. You've got to start working, and then your team will follow. They're not going to follow me. They didn't personally enroll with me, but they will follow you. And so you start working, you start moving your feet, and then your team will start working. Or you're going to enroll people and they're going to see that you're working and they're going to follow the things that you're doing. So that's kind of how it works. Go be your own boss and show them and pay that way for them. Something else that's really neat is that now for 4-in-1, we can, I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but we can move customers. So when you enroll a customer, please reach out to me and let me know so I can help you with where to move that, so that it will help you towards your promotion, because I want every single one of you to snag diamond, which means that we have to chart strategically. So when you enroll a customer, no matter what the volume is, shoot me a message. It's still going to count towards your 150, towards your 4-in-1, but you can also move it to also count towards your bonus. And I'll teach you guys how to move if you've never moved before. But anything you enroll distributor or customer wise, reach out to me, let me know. Or if you're directly enrolled by Ashlyn and you're watching this, reach out to Ashlyn, let her know, and she can help you make sure that we're strategically moving things where they need to go. Because we want you guys to win. We don't want you guys to enroll customers and keep them, and then you're like, oh, I got all this volume, and it could have been a promotion, because I don't want anybody to miss 20K by 5 BV, you know? So make sure y'all are letting us know so we can help with that. The other thing is, you guys, I'm going to put up a challenge. So they said, find your mission statement. And that stuck out to me. First, they said, find your team name. We have our team name. We know that you're the Diamond Charm. We want to take the most people to Diamond. We know that. But find your mission statement. I'm not good at these things. I'm not a creator. Okay. I'm a copy and paster. And that's really sad. I need to work on that. But I want us to create a mission statement. And so with that, here's the things that I see our team embodying. And if you see other things that you think our team embodies, or you want our team to embody, feel free to add it in. But whoever comes up with the mission statement that is like the winner, I'm going to put a post about it in the Diamond Tribe. I'm going to send you a full-size product for you winning the mission statement, or making our mission statement. But so for our team, when we're looking for people, here's what I like hearing. I like knowing that, first of all, we could take them diamond, because we are the Diamond Tribe. We want to take the most people diamond. That is a full-time income. And sorry, I was moving my camera so I could read the chat. I think something pop up. Anyways, it's a full-time income, and I know that that's going to change their life. So we want to change lives. We want to take them diamond. Okay, that's life-changing income. The other one is that I want to bring them closer to God. I want him to be at the forefront of my business, leading my team, leading my everything. And so I want that somewhere in that mission statement, is that we are calling people higher, and that we are bringing him to them. Just like Ashlyn just about made me cry. She was like, I didn't like it, but that's so good. That is so good, because I feel like that is our mission statement, is that we bring people closer to him, and he rewards his workers. You know, and so if it's all about him, it's going to be rewarded in abundance. And so I wanted in there that our team calls people higher. They bring people to the Lord. We're changing lives financially by getting them to diamond, because we're going to have the most diamonds on this team. And then I don't know, anything else if you guys think you want to be counted in there, but those are my top 3 things that I want this team embodying. taking people diamond, changing their lives income wise, changing their life spiritually, and calling them higher to like get their mental game up and letting them know their worth. Things like that is what I mean when I say call them higher, because people come in and they don't see what we see for them in their lives. Like they don't see the vision of like, I see when I enroll a single mom, I see like this badass woman that's already killing it in life. She's raising a child on her own, and she can't see the purpose in her that I see, that she could go to the top with this business because she already has that work ethic as a single mom. And so I want to like call them higher and bring out their purpose is what I mean by that, because we see things in them as leaders that they don't even see for themselves. And we want things in them that they have no idea is even there, if that makes sense. So I am not a creative person, but I'm going to reward, because I know there's so many of you guys that are creative on this team. And so somebody type up a mission statement. We'll all vote on them. They'll all be there. As somebody puts a mission statement in there, if it's something you really like the comment or love the comment or whatever, and whichever one has the most reaction is kind of how we'll base it. But yeah, and if there's a tie, we'll just like, let's say Ashlyn and Diana have them typed up, or Joni, whatever. If there's a tie on the likes, then I'll just put them into a random name generator, and that's the one we'll go with. But anyways, I think that's something really fun that we can do. So yeah, there's that. I don't know where we're at on time, but let me go through here and find a couple other things. Oh, knowing that there's no right or wrong way to work this business. We heard from people this weekend that's working this business in so many different ways. So I just want you to know that if you don't love social media, you don't have to do social media, sis. Go do belly to belly. Get in a coffee shop, set up a pop-up shop outside of a boutique. Talk to people when you're going to your kids' events. There's no like set in stone thing that says you have to be 100% social media based. So just figure out your flow, if it's going to be in person or if it's going to be online, and stick to that and just be consistent with it. Another thing I want you guys to know is that our team is doing something incredibly right, because one of the tips that was shared on stage was making sure that you brought your team together by doing things that our team already does. So this ought to bring you a little bit of comfort, because everybody in that room was like, whoa, I've got to start doing that. And me and Ashlyn were just like, y'all aren't doing this? Like, our team already does this. What are y'all talking about? So just a little bit of comfort that y'all are being led by the right people, because we were ahead of the game. They were saying like, do monthly meetups with your team. We do monthly meetups with our team, and Ash is going to be announcing the February one soon. And then they were talking about like doing little like quarterly, like the holiday meet, like we do the Christmas party and dream board parties, things like that. We were like, we do that. What are you talking about? I got to move this camera over and exit this out. But anyway, so then they were talking about what else was it? I can't even remember, just more in-person stuff. And we were like, we do all of this stuff. So just so you guys know, show up. It makes a difference. It truly does. We want your friendship. If we haven't met you in person, or if we have, we miss you. Like, Joni, I'm looking at your face and I haven't seen you forever. And I'm like, I miss Joni. I miss Joni. I miss her laugh. She has the best laugh, best smile. And then Diana, miss my Diana. And so if you see our February thing pop up, try to attend if you can. Those of you that we've met in person, we miss. I know I do. And those of you that I haven't gotten to squeeze yet, stop being shy. Because I know most of you are like, I'm scared because I don't know any of you. Just show up. I'm going to squeeze the shit out of you, and it's going to be okay. And you're going to love us afterwards. So anyway, show up to events because they matter so much. And so, yeah. Another thing is when you're thinking or whenever you're doing products, make sure that you are using a WIF system. I really like this tip. WIF is WIIFM, what's in it for me. And so think of it from an LC point of view, and like what they're going to get out of it. And then like the pictures get the coins. So making sure that you are getting your own personal results and that you're sharing those. Rachel Woogum is like really big on the pictures get the coins. If you don't have your own personal results, then how can you sell stuff? So I thought that was huge, and I'm going to work on getting me some updated results. I have results, but they're old, like way old. So I need to get some new updated results. So we may wind up doing a challenge on that soon. Like maybe that would be something fun for our team to do, whether it's growing your hair out or getting, I don't know, we may do something like that. I think that would be really fun. Some before and after result pictures. Y'all are like, girl, I don't know. So listen, I've got a fupa I need to tighten up, and I know lots of you have been talking about weight loss, so we might be doing that. Maybe we'll do weight loss, or maybe if you don't have weight to lose, you could just grow out your hair. Diana is dying. I don't know what's going on with Diana, but anyway, I know she likes some chocolate greens. Oh, I caught it. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I shoot myself in the foot, I swear. But anyways, okay. Anyways, Diana, I love you. I didn't realize what was coming. I mean, I realized it, but okay. Anyways, I didn't correlate the two. Anyway, she's known me long enough to know that I love her, so now I feel really bad. Anyway. Okay, we might do something soon for some result picks because I feel like our team really needs some result pictures. And I want the Diamond Tribe to be like, I want them to be in people's faces. You guys, we are going to be bold and fearless this year. We are going to get in people's faces. So we want them to start using our result pictures. So let's go get some. So I'm hyped up about that. So I'll try to correlate something on that soon. But first, we got to figure out what our mission statement is, and then we'll do something different. My brain gets real scattered, so we can't have too much going on at one time. Trying to see what else I wrote down. Take your feelings out of the follow-up. I wrote that down, and I love that tip at conference. Take your feelings out of the follow-up. I mean, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't even need to elaborate. Sharing your journey daily. That's part of getting your own results. Focus on getting 20 people a day to chat with you about the products. I thought that was key too. I know Steph Dunn doesn't go to bed at night until she's talked to 20 people about the biz. And so I'm going to start doing both with customers and biz. I started doing it with biz and got really good at distributors. So I need to flip and or not flip, but balance it out and do both. Let's see. Oh, Rachel shared a FaceTime challenge. So I have a couple challenges coming for you guys. So I'm really excited. I am ready to have fun this year, be bold this year, get our name out there, and rise to the freaking top. This team is going VIP in 2023, which comes with a lot of promotions, a lot of people going Ruby, a lot of people going Diamond, a lot of people going Emerald, and I don't know who that's going to be. It just depends on who's showing up, who's plugging in, who's reaching out to me. Don't make me have to come to you because that means you don't want to bat it up. Come to me. If you have questions, come to me. When you're ready to update your chart, or I reach out to you about charting, or I reach out to you about a one-on-one, respond back. Because those of you that left me on red, I love you. I'm going to still keep checking in with you, but I'm ready to run with the runners. I'm ready to run with people that really want it because I'm ready to take them to the top with me in 2023. So I'm excited. And thank you guys for coming on. We got 4 minutes. Ash, if you have anything to add, Diana, either one of you, because I know you watched it live, Diana, do you have any takeaways that you want to share?
Well, actually, there's so many of them I can't even begin to even tell you. But one thing is that there was, like you both were talking about, you and Ashlyn both were talking about how the community of everybody was so more intimate than what it was in the past. Because I remember when I went to conference before, and there's been just thousands of people, and we didn't get to see the top leaders. If we did, it was just by chance or whatever. And I seen all the pictures, and y'all, I was so, I hated not being able to be there, but I was right where God wanted me to be. But I want to tell you, during that time that I was watching online, I was in that hospital room, and there was nurses, and there was whole teams of doctors and students coming through there. There was the nurses and stuff from respiratory. There was the people that were coming in to clean the room. And I was listening to that. And I had a nurse that was taking care of my husband. And while I was listening to this, and she was listening, because I seen her turn around and look at my screen to see what I was looking at. And I plugged in the earphones because I thought I was bothering them. And she said, she asked me why, she turned around to see why it got quiet. And then I said, I was putting these earphones in so it wouldn't bother. She said, that wasn't bothering me. And it was during the time when John was doing his speech.
Oh, it was so good.
And I cannot tell you, I wasn't there in person, but I can tell you that I felt just sitting in that room, I felt it like it just come right through I could feel, and it gave me chills because I could feel the presence of God in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, by the grace of God, I won't never miss another one. So whether it be, I will never miss another one until I go to my grave, whether it be virtual or in person. So, but anyway,
Amen.
I just want y'all to know that. So
I love that. And one last reminder of something that I took away from conference as Zion was saying that I remembered. You guys, there's purpose in your process.
yes,
There's purpose in your process. I've been here for 6 years. I sat at Diamond for 2 of those 6, and it was tough and it really sucked. And looking back on it, it does, but you have to just remember that there's purpose in the process. And it's not up to us. It's not our timeline, it's God's timeline. And so it will happen on his timeline. I heard stories from people this weekend, this weekend that had been in for a long time and it before it ever took off for them. But look in the Bible at how long he had people wait before their greatness comes. So if you're in for a couple months and you're beating yourself up about no customers, no distributors, no this, no that, just know that there's purpose in your process and he wouldn't have you here if you weren't supposed to be here. And you wouldn't still be hanging on to your business if you didn't feel in your heart that there was something telling you to stay. Otherwise, you would have walked away. So just know there's purpose in your process. Everybody's timeline is different. And friend, I've gone through that too. I've gone through it too, but no longer. We are rising up. We're rising higher. And I really feel God calling this team. So anyways, I love you guys. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hopping on with me. Bye.